3 and, well, 104 too, because this is going to be like a two-parter. Anyway, hey there, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Alien Investigations, a channel dedicated to the X-Files collectible card game. I am your host, Steven, and we are still in the midst of Winterslam 2025. That is February 22nd, a seemingly arbitrary day that Mr. David Pease here plucked out of thin air and said, this is going to be Winterslam 2025, and we are going to be providing you with a number of different games, most of them dead, but some of them new, in conjunction not just with this channel, but with several channels, including Chasing the Dragon, Matt and Mike's X-Files CCG, and, of course, Studio Squim, for which Mr. David Pease is the host of. Throughout the day, we have been broadcasting and providing gameplay from not just X-Files CCG. We've seen the X-Files Battles versus system. Mm-hmm. We've seen help me out, David. What else did we do? A Magic game today, or did that fall through?
There was a Magic game on Chasing the Dragon that happened earlier today. I want to say it was around 2:00 my time, or maybe noon my time.
Chasing the Dragon.
On Chasing the Dragon, yeah.
And you did a Star Trek game earlier today as well.
I wish we had. I was looking forward to that, but Alistair and I kind of agreed the rules for that game are a little wacky and kind of hard to follow if you haven't played it in a long time, and neither of us had. So we kind of decided to forego that. We're going to go through the rules and make a decent deck and that sort of thing, and we'll play it again outside of Winterslam. We're both excited to play it. We both love the game. It's a lot of fun. But instead of Star Trek, we opted for another game of versus system.
Okay.
But we had decided the last time we had played, like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, that we were going to play Buffy the Vampire Slayer versus X-Files Monsters of the Week, which we thought might be kind of a fun matchup, and it was a great game. It was a lot of fun, and highlights the versus system, being able to mix the different universes together with the common game mechanics. So it was a lot of fun.
Excellent. And so in addition to X-Files Versus and Magic, we're also continuing Winterslam 2025 with a couple other games, including what we're about to play right now, which is WCW Full Impact. And this comes to us courtesy of Journeyman Press, and the creators of this are Mr. David May, who, if anyone has seen any number of episodes of this or Matt and Mike's X-Files CCG, you know who Mr. David May is, and, of course, David '𝐗 as well. So these two put together this game back in, I think, 99 or 2000, and it's a really fun game. It's not like the other games you see us typically play, in which there's a certain amount of deck building required. This is a game you can play right out of the box. It's pretty simple. If you're a fan of wrestling, you're going to get a kick out of this, especially if you're a fan of wrestling back in what some may consider its heyday, which is like late 90s, early 2000s, and you're going to see a lot of the wrestlers who were with the WWE at that time. And so basically this is going to recreate what you see in the match. And Mr. David Pease and I are going to be throwing down, and we're going to see which of us is left standing when all is said and done. We've done one previous episode in which we played this game, and it was a lot of fun. We even had Mr. David May here as a referee for that, which was great because it was the first time we actually played it. But we're going to do this again. I don't know if we're going to have the luxury of Mr. May's company this evening, but we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll do a surprise cameo in the course of this. But just a quick recap, David. Take us through a little bit of what happens in the course of playing WCW Full Impact, the card game.
Well, typically this would be played with 2 to 6 players, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
sitting across the table from each other or around a table, and so we would all share one deck. Well, through the miracle of modern technology, we both have our own copy of the game, and we're just David May did. Yep, we all have it, right? Everybody has this.
And you can pick up a copy of this on eBay for probably around $10. It's not that expensive.
If that, yeah. But we will each draw from our deck. We'll start with a hand of 5, and so we'll kind of go back and forth. There are 3 main types of cards. There's a move, which includes headbutts or face rake or jumping off top rope. I think is a finishing move. I'll get to that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
But any of the kind of the basic moves that you would have seen in the wrestling ring. Then there are events where things like I think there's a card in here that says it only counts if the ref saw it. And,
yeah.
So there's events like that. There's a steel chair that you can use, all kinds of stuff like that that kind of simulate or replicate all the different shenanigans you would see inside and outside of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's finishing moves. Those I believe that's a subcategory. I'm going to double check.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, so we have the events, the moves, and the reversals. Those are the 3 types of cards. And within the move cards, you have the fatigue cards, the finishing cards, and then I think there's one other one. But hey, maybe we can ask the co-creator of WCW Impact himself to fill in that last one for us. And we have Mr. David May joining us live from Los Angeles, where he is driving while talking on the phone, which we want to encourage, or which we want to discourage.
No, we want to encourage. Hands-free.
We don't want to encourage.
Hands-free.
Oh, yeah, hands-free. If you're going to have to. All right, so Mr. May, so tell us. We have 3 types of cards. We have the move, the reversal, and the events. And within the move cards, we have the subcategories, which is finisher, fatigue, and what's the other one? Stunner,
setup.
Right?
Setup, yeah.
There's a setup move, man. Oh, yeah. Okay, this was a game that was written in what year? And I'm driving, and I've got no teleprompter. Awesome. So yeah. Setup. Enjoy the
yeah.
Mood lighting.
We'll try not to
because
depend on you too much.
So you're going to be our referee for however long you're able to grace us with your presence. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to, when we begin the game, one person's going to begin as the active player. And then so that active player will be the first one to play a card. And then the opponent will be able to see if they can counter that. If they can't, then fatigue points get assigned to the person who is the target of the move, whether it be a suplex or anything else. And what happens is at the end of each round, we're going to total up who has the most fatigue points, and then that person gets awarded, or well, I guess I say awarded for lack of a better word, a bead, and then the person with the 3 beads at the end is the loser, or
3 choking hazards, and you're out.
Choking hazards. So wait, is it the person who has 3 beads at the end is the winner, right?
The loser. Unless you'd like to change the rules. Once you bought the game, they can be your rules.
That's true. That's true. Once you buy it, you're free to do with whatever. All right, so we do have our decks ready, which is great because, as I said earlier, we do not have to do any sort of deck building. You can play straight out of the box, and so you shuffle your cards. They go in your wherever you want to have your deck, your draw pile. That's where they're going to go, and of course, you've got a discard pile here. For whenever the round ends, and of course over here is where I'll be putting the cards that get awarded to whichever player based on how the fight progresses. So we'll talk through it as we go. But David, are you ready to throw down?
Easy money is ready.
But we cannot begin this unless Mr. May says the magic words. Take it away, sir.
Oh yeah! Actually, those words were actually trademarked. So if I say, "Let's get ready to thunder," no, impact, no. What's a good word?
Wrestle.
Let's
Shuffle.
get ready to shuffle. That's not as cool though, but yes, okay.
Let's get ready to shuffle.
What was in this corner? What was the walk-in? What was that name again?
Oh, we didn't do that part, but I do want to commend David on his great backdrop that he's got going on right there. That is a.
I mean,
really
just had the glasses, the whole shtick.
Yeah,
you got to really
and of course, the Kevin Morris Mafia getting called out.
Yep.
Find that. All right. So, okay, if we're ready, gentlemen.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna begin. Well, David, how did we decide who goes first?
Can we just use your X-Files tokens?
Oh yeah, we can just do that. This is what we do. It's what we do when we play X-Files CCG. So as you can see here, I got them right here, and we are going to just have them one in each hand, and Mr. David Pease can decide right or left.
Which one is which? Red, I'm active, or
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't see behind my glasses, but my eyes are closed, and I'm creating a psychic link toward the wrestling mat, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling left. Woo.
Left. That was a good feel because you're going to start off as the active player for the first round. So I'm going to bring in your table, and then I'm going to bring it to the forefront here because that way we can see what card you play. And we're going to begin the game with the draw phase, and everyone's going to have, I believe we start off with 5 cards, and that's going to kick off the draw phase.
And then we can mulligan as many as we want and redraw. Do I remember that correctly?
Yep, that's right, because that's the second phase. That is the discard phase. So once we've drawn up to 5, we're going to enter the discard phase, where at that point you can discard any number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and then you can refresh your hand up to 5.
Gotta load up. You gotta load up.
Say it is an honor having you in our midst for this WCW Full Impact matchup. It is very much a joy to have the co-creator with us. A shout out to you and a shout out to David 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 for making this game possible.
Keeping it with the Daves, man. We fear change, right?
We're taking over the world. Dave may tell me you're left-handed too.
Yes, I'm ambidextrous.
I'll take it.
I'm equally bad with both.
All right, David, are you getting rid of any of the cards in your hand?
No, I'm going to keep them, and I'm ready to make my move.
That's keep intimidating.
Well, no. I mean, equally intimidating because I'm not discarding any. I do actually like what I pulled, so I'm going to keep everything as well. So we're going to enter the next phase, which is the action phase. And so, again, David, as the active player, is going to be able to play the first card, and I will be the target player of this because we're not playing tag team. It's just one-on-one, mano-y-mano. What do you got, David?
Mono. A big boot to the face, a kick.
Oh, okay. And that's worth how many points?
3 fatigue.
3 fatigue points. Well, in that case, I saw you coming. A reversal card. I'll play to reverse a move card. The move card is directed back at the player who targeted you with it.
Oh, yeah? Well, I saw you seeing me coming.
Damn it. Okay.
Reverse it.
After all that, I'm going to take the boot. So well done on that. I'll discard my reversal, and then I have 3 fatigue points as a result of that. And so now it passes it over to me, yes? So I'll get a chance to play a card? Okay.
Move or an event?
Yep. Let's go with...
Do you want to bring your...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you very much.
Circle up?
Yep, let's do that. So we'll switch over to mine. And now I will play a face rake for 2. Target player cannot play a move card on their next turn.
Interesting. Interesting. And what's the fatigue point on that, 2?
2.
I'll take it. I'll just
Yeah,
take the 2.
Okay, and I'm going to next play.
The turn changes.
Let's go with a punch for 2. You can immediately play an additional punch card. What? No, it's are we already?
Referee interferes.
Okay,
so, now that you played the move. Hypothetically, Dave's turn. Dave cannot play a move card on his turn.
Right.
Notice the specificity. But if Dave wanted to play an event, if Dave had a card,
play an event.
Dave could pass, but he doesn't have to skip his turn completely.
Okay, not completely. Just he can't play a move card. Okay, I got you. So go ahead, David.
Now he's going to skip his turn.
Yeah, I was going to pass. Yeah.
You are passing?
I am.
Okay, so I can play another move at this point, right, Mr. May?
Yes, but we want to just give that opportunity just in case for the kids out there watching, right? Play by the rules.
All right, so I'm going to hit you with a punch, and that's going to be for another 2 fatigue points. You can immediately play additional punch cards from your hand on the same target player.
And can I do something this turn, or did that first one? Okay, I thought that first card made it so I couldn't do something on my next turn. Well, I don't have a reversal or an event, so boy, you're just gonna have to keep working me over, or finish the round, and I'll take the fatigue points.
Well, I will do that. I'm gonna play a finisher, Crippler, and that's gonna be for another 4 fatigue points. That's gonna finish you off unless you got something to counter that.
I don't. Ouch.
All right. Well, that's a total of 8 right there.
Oof.
8 to 3. So that's a token.
Right.
Okay. So
all right, David. So do you think you can top that, or you guys? Because at this point, you could still. We can do another one. But at this point, you'd have to be like, well, am I going to be even able to beat that many fatigue points, or is it just?
I like to hop in right now for clarification.
Yeah, please, because we only played one time.
So this started with the boot that got reversed. Correct. The boot that got reversed.
Yes.
We resolved that one already, but yeah.
I realize that, but I want to go back. That actually took place on Dave's turn.
Yep.
That then went to your turn, and you did the face rake.
Yep. And then a punch.
Okay. No, wait. At the end of the face rake, it became Dave's turn, where Dave could play any card except a move.
Yeah, and
Dave
he chose to
pass. You then played a punch on your turn, in which Dave did not respond. It went back to Dave's turn, and I guess he chose not to play a move either because he didn't want to or didn't have to. But then it became your turn, where you played a finishing move. However, it didn't finish because it wasn't set up. That then went back to Dave's turn. Notice the fine print. The finishing moves only finish when they're set
the target
up.
Player is stunned. Okay.
And so you don't get the full fatigue for if it was a finishing move. So when you stun someone,
you're getting the 4 on that.
You get the bigger hit, and you get the end that round. So Dave, in essence, you passed a turn without a move because you couldn't play a move. But then on your next turn, you chose not to play between the punch and the finishing move, which was not a finishing move, but you tried to finish him, but he wasn't stunned. So Dave, in essence, if you had a move, you've passed that twice.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I thought we were still going back and forth. I didn't know it was
there was
a whole new turn.
It's back and forth. So in that sequence, after the face rake, you couldn't play a move. It then reverts back to Stephen, who played, in this case, the punch. You did not reverse or react to the punch, so thus it became your turn to play a move. Thus, if we want to play it out properly, the finishing move would come up. You would, in turn, Dave, play your next move or pass, where you would get the finisher. And now you are now choosing whether you want to play again with the total 8-3. So you only missed one turn, Dave, but you haven't missed anything yet if now you want to respond.
Respond.
So in other words, active play changes back and forth until both players don't play a card, either because they don't have them or they refuse. Because you chose not to technically, inadvertently, you did not play a card after the punch, Stephen could have also passed and ended the round, which would have still been 5-3, and he would have given you the pin token. Chose to play the finishing move, thus getting you back to your turn. Okay? So now
Which I think
could
is
play moves if you want.
Yeah.
But now that the pin has been awarded,
we haven't gotten to the pin. I was turning back because you still have cards in your hand. I still have a card in my hand. So we're not done. But if you think though that the cards remaining in your hand are going to be insufficient to surpass the 8 that's now inflicted upon you, then you can be like, well, maybe I ought to save these for another round.
That's where I'm at. I wouldn't be able to beat 8 on that, so I'm going to pass, right?
Because otherwise you're just wasting cards, like knowing you're not going to be able to exceed the 8, right?
Right.
Okay.
So that is a strategy decision.
Yeah,
that's not a missed opportunity. So you were eligible, Dave, to play after the punch. It reverted back to your active response. Not response, because again, when you're reacting, with the reversals or events, those are reactions. After he hits you, you just get to hit him back. But that's not a reaction, that's an action.
So when does the actual round end? When we both pass, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And we decide we're not playing any more cards.
Okay. So the moves I have aren't going to total past 8, so I'm just going to pass.
All right. And so, so it turns back to David.
Pin token is awarded, and you start the next round by discarding and drawing back up.
And these cards that we played go into the discard pile.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. And so that's the token phase. So token phase, David's got 1 on him already, and so that token phase is done. And then that's the 4 phases resolved. So then we switch back to the draw phase, and we're going to be drawing up to 5. And I only have 1 card remaining in my hand, so I'm going to get 4 more.
I have 3, so I'll take 2.
All right. And so now David was the active player for the previous one, so I'll be the active player for this one. And so now we're in the discard phase of this second round. And I think I'm going to get rid of... let's see. I'm going to get rid of... I'll get rid of a clothesline, and I'll get rid of a body slam, and I'm going to get 2 more cards. What about you, David?
I am going to... I'm going to discard 2, the diamond cutter and a reverse flip. So I will draw 2 to get myself back up to 5.
Okay. And is it okay at this point, before we go into the third phase, Mr. May, if I decide to play an affiliation event? Can I do I have to play that during the action phase, or can that be played?
That will either be played as your first card.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're as a reaction.
Okay.
So you don't get
this
to
one would be a reaction.
play. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but I can declare that I'm at this point, though, as we enter the action phase, I'm going to declare that I'm a member of WCW. All right. Yeah. Good.
Got it.
All right. So now for action, let's begin, David. The bell is rung, or was that more of a boxing thing? I'm going to play a choke for 2 fatigue points, and the target player loses 1 card from their hand at random.
All right. I will let you choose. Starting.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to counter that. All right. Not that one. We'll go with the third one. That one. 1, 2, 3. That one goes. Bye-bye.
My drop kick, wear down move.
All right. So now over to you, right? You're going to...
So I don't have any reversal.
So yeah, no reversal. So it sounds like the 2 are going to get... the 2 fatigue points are going to get awarded, right?
Yes. And Dave, if you had the reversal, you would have played it so as not to lose the card.
Yeah, well, I didn't have it, so yeah. I had to take that.
So you are now the active player. You can now play a move.
I'm going to play Ref Didn't See It. Draw 2 cards from the deck.
Okay. All right.
If you draw a move card, you can play it this turn.
All right.
That's a little better. So does that count as my move, and now it's over to Steven, or I'm still up?
You can play a move now, right?
Did you draw a move?
I did.
Did you want to play that move now?
I sure as hell do. It's a jackhammer.
Ouch.
So that's what the card said, right? The card said if you can draw 2 cards, and if you draw a move, you can play that move.
Yep, jackhammer. It's a finishing move, so I won't get the full thing since I didn't set you up or stun you, so it'll be for 5. If target player is stunned, the target player is now finished off. That doesn't apply. So
all right,
so jackhammer by itself.
All right, so then it turns over to me, so I have a chance to counter that, and I'm going to play President's Choice, an event, and you must be a member of the WCW in order to play this card. Negate any card as it is being played.
So my jackhammer
is jackhammer. So as you are attempting to, set up the jackhammer, somebody grabbed your foot from out of the ring. You don't know what happened.
Nice.
My move did not land.
Yep. We're not sure where that popcorn bucket came from.
All right. So Steven to make a move, right?
Yep. All right. So I'll discard President's Choice, and I am going to hit you with another choke for 2 fatigue points. And again, target player loses 1 card from their hand randomly.
No, I'm going to reverse that. I saw you.
Darn it. And all right, I've only got 2 cards left in my hand. So 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 1 or 2.
Play to reverse a move. This, okay, 2.
All right, 2. Yep. And that's a superplex. And dang it, that's too bad. Because I was hoping to stun you. All right, well, you got me on that one. So I get I can't counter the counter. Obviously, I couldn't because I got rid of my card. And so now I've got 2 on me. So it's 2-2 at this point.
2-2.
Yep. Nicely done on that one.
All right, so it's back to me for a move.
Wait a second.
Yes.
Is it? Okay, because I thought I was the active player for this one, right?
You played the choke. He reversed it.
Choke. Yeah.
Yes.
And then
you played the second choke too.
Yeah.
You played both chokes.
And I reversed it. You didn't have anything to stop it. Yeah. So now it's up to me.
Okay, just checking. Yeah, because I was like, wait a second. All right. because I played 2 chokes, so it got confusing there. All right, go for it, Dave.
A shame that I can't take advantage of the full effect of this card because it's
Well,
a tag team.
Wait a second. So no, the first time. So I was the active player this time. So I began with the first one.
You initiated the choke.
Yeah, the first time. Because remember, I played 2.
The second one too. Steven, you played the second choke. You started the action.
Yeah. Okay, so when we when I did the President's Choice on his jackhammer, that
then it became your turn and you played the choke.
Okay.
Action, reaction.
Yeah,
action,
but I thought we
reaction.
Right, but I thought we began the turn with the jackhammer.
No, which was his turn was the jackhammer. You President choiced. It then became your turn to perform a move.
Okay.
You did the choke. He did the reverse. Your move is complete. Right. Dave, you can play a move.
All right, so David, I'm turning it over to you. You got your camera up. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to do a suplex, a big suplex like Rick Steiner does. That's 3 fatigue points.
Yeah, and 3 fatigue points is going to win it. I can't counter that. You got me.
Okay, then you get the pin token, right?
Yep, I do get the pin because I have no more.
Wait, Steven, guys.
Yeah,
I don't mean to make it complicated.
No,
Dave,
please
now
do.
That you played your move.
Then don't.
I don't know why this one got a little more interesting. So Dave played the move, right?
I
could not react.
You didn't do anything.
You could not. Okay, Steven could not react. Okay, that applied the suplex fatigue. You have 1 card left, Steven.
Yeah.
Again, if that card is not playable or you don't want to play it, that's when you pass on your move turn, your move. Okay. Then you would say, Dave would say, there's no reason I'm winning on fatigue. I don't have to play either. But but just don't, but you jump straight to the pin, you technically still had a card. And if you don't want to play it.
Yeah. And I'm doing the math here, and if I'm not mistaken, I've got a total of 5 on me right now. Is that right, David? I've got 2 for my choke, and then the one that you just played, or help me out. Am I right?
3. Yes, so, 5 to 2.
Okay. And you have. Is it okay if I ask how many cards you got left in your hand, David?
2.
Yeah, I think I will go for broke, but anything you play is gonna stop this. So yeah, pass. So I'm once again active. I'm gonna play a Steiner recliner and that's gonna be 4 because I don't have this previous stunner to set it up. So it's just gonna be a finisher without the setup. So I'm only gonna get 4 fatigue points, unless, of course, you counter that and it goes right back to me.
Yeah, I don't have any reversal or event cards that can, stop that.
All right, but I think now the math is going to outweigh on this. So,
it's now 6-5.
Yep.
Dave's turn.
Yep, that's the thing. That's where I was like, I don't think I want to play this because I think ultimately I'm still going to lose. But yeah, go for it, Dave.
I'm going to play an Irish whip to add an extra 2.
Okay. And I have no cards remaining.
Okay. So now I've guaranteed the pin.
I think so, yeah, because you have that 2 gives you 7, and I've got a total of 6 on you. So and I can't play anything else.
All right, and I've got nothing else to play either. So
all right, the math
I have a pin and you have a pin.
Yep. Yeah, balancing the 2 cards in your hand, I was like, I could have saved that Steiner for later, but just on the off chance, maybe your cards might have been weak enough that they weren't going to give you much, but really with that much, with that close of a game, it didn't seem promising. But anyway, we've concluded the token phase. It's 1-1 at this point. So we're going to revert back to David. He's now the active player this time. We're going to draw up to 5.
I have 1, so I'll draw 4.
And oh boy. Okay. And I think I'm going to get rid of the clothesline. And I'll get rid of a suplex, and I'm going to get 2. What about you?
Ooh. I'm gonna discard 1. Give me a minute, and I'm gonna draw 1 up. All right, I've got my 5. Let's do this.
All right, so we're now in action phase. You are the active player, so hit me.
I will hit you with the steel chair.
Ouch! That sounds illegal, right?
Is now stunned. It is an illegal move.
All right, well, I'm going to play You Can't Do That. Play to negate an illegal move.
Ah. All right, so
Can you
it's
counter
over to
that?
you. I cannot.
All right. Okay, so you took the steel chair then, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. So 5.
Oh no, it's negated. Never mind. It's negated. It's negated. Forget it. It didn't reverse.
Right.
It's not reverse. It's negated. So that's the end of that, right, Mr. May? So now it's
over to you to play a move.
Back to me now. Okay. I'm going to hit you with a DDT, which is a stunner. So you're stunned at this point unless you got a counter for that.
I saw you coming.
Dang it. Well, I saw you coming.
Damn it. You weren't supposed to do that. Let's see. I don't know that I can play this one. Test of Strength, it's an event, but it's not a reversal. So it doesn't really apply to this, right? That's something I got to play when it's my turn again.
Mr. May?
Yeah, the text on the Test of Strength?
Choose one player. You and the player chosen both draw 1 card from the deck. The player with the lowest fatigue value listed on the card cannot play any event cards for the rest of the phase. If there is a tie, you have the higher card. So I don't think this is the proper.
So if you were to test the strength them, right, then there would be, he could, and you lost, then you couldn't play more events, or Stephen lost, he could play more events, which does not nullify or affect the DDT.
Yeah.
So strategically, it is without value right now.
Yeah. So I don't have anything to counter that DDT move.
All right, which means you have, or I can now play. So that one's been applied. The DDT's been applied.
So now he's stunned because it's one-on-one, right? The action, the move, the next move would revert to Dave, but Dave is stunned, different than the last time we played the card. So being stunned, his turn passes. It's back to you, Stephen.
All right, and I'm gonna hit you with a body slam. It's only a wear down move. It's not a finisher, but it's also for 4.
Another one where I don't have a counter.
Oof. And let me go ahead and just so he's not going to counter it. That means it passes back to me again. I can play another card. Yes, Mr. May?
No, he's not going to counter it. So
I just take
takes
it.
effect,
I just take the
and now Dave can perform a move.
Okay, so you got 8 out of that so far, but it's now your chance to hit me back.
Yeah, I don't have enough to numerically beat 8, so I'm out.
And I'll since it's looking good for me, I'll retain my 1 card.
Okay, so now we award the pin token, which clearly it goes to me because I didn't get you with anything.
All right, nice.
So now I have 2 and you have 1. Is that correct?
Yep. But hey, last time we did this, it seemed like it was looking good for me, but then I just sort of ran out of momentum. All right, so let's pass it back to I believe it's going back to me now, right?
I don't remember.
For the draw phase, because this is the 3rd time. So you were.
Oh, I started with the steel chair. So yeah. So you're the first guy, but first we're gonna draw up to 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Drawing up to 5. New round. Draw phase, and I've got some interesting cards here that I'll need to assess. We can choose this card. I think I'll part ways with a drop kick, and I'll get one additional card while we're in discard. What about you?
These are all pretty low cards, so I'm going to get rid of choke, reverse flip, Irish whip, and this test of strength I don't like, so I'm going to draw 4 more cards here.
All right, so now we head into the action phase, and so this is the 4th round we've done, right?
Sure.
Or this is the 4th round we're in.
We're in the 4th round, yeah.
Yeah, we've done 3 pins, so you were the active player the first time, I was the active player the second time, you started off as active player for that 3rd one. Now I'm the active player.
It's you to do a move.
All right, so let's do a suplex for 4 again. That's a setup move. Target player is now stunned unless you got a reversal for that.
I don't have that card that I needed.
No.
Unless I can do a reversal, right? I saw you coming.
You can do a reversal, yeah, if you got that, yeah.
Yeah, I saw you coming.
All right. Well, let me just pull up mine again because now I'm going to hit you with, again, another I saw it coming.
Oh. You have eyes in the back of your head.
Pretty much.
Oh man, no, I got nothing to stop that. So I'll take the fatigue points for that.
All right. So you're stunned. Now I can do a finisher at this point, right, Mr. May?
Yeah, because of that, he is stunned, and thus his turn passes to play a move. It is now your turn.
This is going to be so sweet. I'm going to play Flying Elbow Drop, which is a finishing move. If the target player is stunned, the target player is now finished off, and that is going to be for 10.
Yeah.
So unless you have an event, really there's nothing here. You're done. And that would be the 3rd pin token.
He finished me off. That's the 3rd pin.
That was a glorious finish.
Very nice. You don't have any event you can play, David?
No, they're all different moves.
Darn it. Because I also had a not today, which would have been able to negate an event should you decided to counter that with an event. Like,
at least I denied you that.
Yeah. Oh, well. But hey, token phase, yeah, that 3rd pin gets applied to you, and that, I'm afraid, sir, is game, which means the remaining tokens that we haven't applied are good to be consumed, and so I can kick back, savor them like grapes. I'm like,
Yeah, totally make me the main camera while I eat these things, and you can
all right.
What happens live.
Well, now we're gonna have to do another matchup at some point, Dave, because I kicked out Mr. May. Sorry, I was just trying to set the tables back.
It's okay. You can totally kick me out. I'm in the dark.
Perish the thought.
It's like we're watching Splinter Cell because all we can see are the 3 dots.
Yeah.
That reflect in your glasses.
We'll see if I'm able to clean that one up in post.
Oh shit! There he is.
All right, so that's game right there, which is great because we do have our next player, John Wood, waiting in the wings, who is going to be coming in shortly to throw down against me in a game of Scooby-Doo ECG. I'm feeling good now because I really didn't have high hopes of winning this WCW matchup because, I mean, David came prepared. He previously bested me in our first matchup. He's got the hat, he's got the headphones, he's got the backdrop. He came prepared. The only thing he didn't come prepared with was a play mat. So I guess maybe the play mat was my good luck for this one. So Dave,
at least my ring was appropriately named.
That's right. So at this point, Dave, as far as like number of games we have played of WCW Full Impact, it's currently 1-1.
1-1. We need a tiebreaker.
Yeah, we do. So, Mr. May, we're going to have you back for that third tiebreaker game at some point. So we'll look forward to having you for that one when your availability somehow allows for it. You're usually a very busy guy, so at best we'll have to try to find you when you're just not in the shower or any place like that. So
thank you.
Let's look at doing another matchup in the near future, Dave. So great game. And yeah, we've got just a little bit more of Winterslam to go, right, David? We've got the Scooby-Doo ECG game coming up. Is there anything else happening today that I'm forgetting?
This is the final event of Winterslam 2025. You have the honor of closing us out.
Very much appreciate that honor. It's been a hell of a Winterslam, David. It's been a lot of fun. I've seen a little bit of your videos. I saw a little bit of the Scooby-Doo unpacking with John Wood. My gosh, he pulled a number of sweet cards from that. It just one great card after another. A couple of foils. What's the what are the things where you pull the pull up ones? What do you call those?
Pop up.
He got what,
he
two?
Did. He got one
or
of
two
the pop ups.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. He did get two. He opened 2 starters.
So he got 2 of the pop ups.
He got 2 pop ups, and as Dave May, you might be interested in this. He opened one of the 2-player starters, cellophane wrapped, just like it came off the shelf. It was stuffed full of Alien, the Scooby-Doo and the Alien 2 cards, which we all were kind of perplexed by that. We thought maybe there was some overstock at the warehouse when the Aliens expansion was printed, and they repacked it and tossed it out there to get rid of them.
Wow.
But yeah, he had about 7 or 8 Alien expansion, and there was a foil, if I remember correctly, and a super rare in that 2-player starter. And I have a 2-player starter here that I'm saving for when my granddaughter comes to visit next month. And by God, I saw that, and I almost ripped that thing apart to see if there were any Alien expansion cards inside of it. But I resisted because I did it for the kids.
Well, I thought Scooby-Doo ECG was going to be our encore for Winterslam 2025 as to ring us out. But apparently, Mike Perrine would like to take us out tomorrow. He says, not the last. I just threw up an amazing prize to play me tomorrow. Mike, what game are we talking about? Who's playing you tomorrow, and in what game, sir? We're going to have to get those details. So I guess we have an encore for the encore going on now.
Yeah,
good Lord, yeah.
I guess we're extending Winterslam 2025 to a 3rd day. Friday we had the kickoff.
Yeah.
Friday night with the discussion, which was incredible.
Yep.
With all of the great reveals. I knew, I was aware of the expansions that we already had scheduled, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blown away. I'm not going to say anything because I want you to go watch the video. Watch the video. Woo.
Very much so. It's 3 hours, so listen to like the first bit. Like pretty much the first hour you can just get by, listen to it. You don't really have to watch because we really didn't venture beyond that first slide. When we start talking about logos and stuff, for sure you want to be actually zeroed in on that because you can see some of the visuals and for some of the ideas we got coming up. And yeah, when we start talking about expansion, you want to be keyed in because there is a lot of great stuff coming up, and you get your first preview of a lot of that stuff for the first time on Studio Squim, and it's exciting stuff. John Wood, I know you want to watch that video too because it's something that you have asked me previously if we were ever going to work on certain things for X-Files CCG, and the answer to that is found in that video. So do go ahead and watch it because I think you're going to be very, very impressed with what you see when you watch that video. It is, I mean, to tell you about it now would just be a cheat. You've got to go and see it. It's great stuff.
It's jam-packed with all kinds of cool...
oh, shit.
A Gen Con card. I'm sorry.
What?
I had to interrupt that. X-Files CCG Gen card. Mike Perrine versus...
What the hell? I want in on this. Who wants to play another game with me tomorrow? Well, now, if it's a Gen Con card on the line, you know I do, Mike. I've only got 2 of the 60. And damn it, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on a 3rd. So, yeah, oh, wow. It is a... Daniel Trepkos witness Gen Con. Okay. Well, I'm in, Mike. So
there it is. You've got your competitor.
Tell me what the stakes are. Well, I know the stakes are. You tell me what the stipulations are. All right. What are we working with? I assume commercial only, but I'm game. All right. I'll get my deck building. I'll work through the night building a super deck to bring for that matchup. Because damn it, you better believe I would like to get my hands on a 3rd Gen Con card. But anyway, before we get to that though, I do want to again thank Mr. David May, not just for availing himself for this matchup and keeping David Pease and I in line as we learn the ropes of WCW Full Impact. But I also want to thank Mr. David May for bringing us this great game. And again, if anyone is interested in getting their hands on it, you can find it on eBay for a very, very inexpensive price. And again, you don't have to worry about expansions or anything like it. It is, you can get this, and that is all you need. There's nothing more to it. Everything you need is contained in this one box, which I think is roughly, again, $10, depending on the shipping and where you are. But you can find this very easily. It's a lot of fun to play, as you just observed. And yeah, if you're a fan of wrestling, this is a great game to have. It's a good party game. And heck, you can drink to it as well. And I think you'd have even more fun with that. So thank you again, Mr. May. This was a blast to play this game. And please, I hope we can see you on for that tiebreaker matchup whenever we get to scheduling that.
I'll be back.
Excellent.
Outstanding.
Just not in the dark. I will fade out, though. Fading into the dark.
Excellent. And David, thank you for a great matchup. But stick around because we are going to be getting that Scooby-Doo game underway in just a few minutes. And we're actually not even going to close out this video just with my usual sign-off because we're going to eventually see this edited as 2 separate videos. But beyond that, David, any final thoughts before we close the door to this X-Files office?
No, sir. Thank you very much for the game. Dave's offline, but hopefully he will hear this. Thank you very much for joining us and helping us out with that. I think the next match we're gonna be fine, and it's gonna go fast, and so we're gonna leave you wanting for more. I want to play a tag team. I don't know how we'll do it, but I want to make the arrangements. Look at me. I'm even getting into it. I want tag team. I want you, Arvidsson. I want you. Woo! Okay.
Sounds good. And maybe we can get John Wood to pick up a copy of WCW Full Impact, and he can be one of the our tag team players for when and however we just are able to make that a reality. Before we go, though, again, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Give this video a like. If you do want to see more WCW Full Impact on this channel, please leave some comments indicating such. Otherwise, I'm working in the dark here. I don't know what you guys want to see. Or if you just want to tell me, stick with X-Files CCG because that's your wheelhouse, by all means, feel free to let me know. I do like venturing outside of that beloved game once in a great while, especially when we're working with Journeyman products, which came in the wake of the X-Files CCG's cancellation back in '98. So these games are sort of like served to fill that void that was created when it went belly up back in the 90s. So and these are a lot of fun to play. And so there's a lot more products by Journeyman Press out there. We're just able to bring the ones to you that are actually applicable or that are able to be actually played with a StreamYard format. Not all of them are able to do so. You do have to have some of these games are in person only. Even this, to some degree, is intended for in-person face-to-face matchup, but we actually improvised it tonight for the sake of StreamYard. So it works, just barely, but it works, and it's a lot of fun. So we'll do it again pretty soon. David, thanks for the great matchup, and I'll see you next time on another edition of Alien Investigations. Good night, everyone. And I'm not going to hit that end stream. That is just the signing out at that point. So now let's get John Wood in here. And he's been waiting very patiently backstage. And John, good to see you. I mean, again, hell of a pull on all of the Scooby-Doo cards. I am very, very envious. I think you're muted, John. Can't hear you. So let me get my table.
Try that again. How's that feeling? Is that better?
There he is.
Yeah, we got you loud and clear now. So I'm actually going to bring in my table real quick. David, do not go anywhere because you're going to you're going to be sticking around for this. Actually, I need to raise my camera a little higher because this playmat that I made is freaking huge, and it takes up so much real estate.
I'm going to show you. I may not be able to fulfill the rules lawyer role that you would like. This is what the aftermath is of my rule book after my very hungry cat chose to get my attention by destroying my Scooby-Doo rule book.
Oh, Persephone, we love you, but boy, you are a tenacious cat.
She knows how to get my attention. It worked very well. But I think between all of us here, we're going to be able to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, you guys have each played this game a couple of times. I have only played it once, and I'm relying on you guys to keep me in line. John, you're probably the most well-versed in this game, but you know the drill. Let me get my cards.
John, what is your history with Scooby-Doo? How many games have you played?
So I haven't played in ages. I think we kind of talked about this when we touched on yours. I haven't played in ages. I used to play this whenever it came out. I was much younger and found a copy of the 2-player starter deck. And just thought it was kind of cool and picked up one of those in a booster pack and held on to those for forever. And because you can play 2-player with the starter deck, play that with friends and family, whatever, just to kill some time. And then it just went away because I didn't know anything about the game. I just knew that it just wasn't there one day. And, cut to 20 years later, whenever Mike and Matt started breaking down Scooby-Doo, that it was Journeyman, that it was, a spiritual successor to X-Files. And it made me go dig out the starter deck and figure out. And I realized that I was missing some cards. I mean, that was 20 years ago. And so I ordered another one and then just kind of got, I don't know, started realizing this is actually kind of fun and quick and easy. And it's not, the up to 3-hour ordeals of an X-Files game sometimes. And I mean, that was one of those things where if anybody's watched my games for the most part, I mean, the pre-tournament ones were just slogs to get through. I think it took like 3 hours each time. But all the tournament ones were pretty in and out because I just was all about just, going nuts. And I like this game because it's still got a lot of the X-Files flavor, but also whenever we were opening earlier, there's a lot of stuff that it's, take cards from your opponent's deck and remove them from the game, whatever. And I'm like, you can, if you get the right stuff, you can play really dirty. But it's also, you can use your starter deck and be just as good as somebody with, the experience. So it's a really good thing for both experienced players and beginners alike. And so I think it really fits into a nice little niche for people who don't want to spend the time to take hours and hours and just want a quick little game.
All right, so I'm going to actually have us do a quick intro, but update. Yeah. Even though I called dibs on that matchup with Mike tomorrow, John Yost was the first to post it in Discord. So,
that's the official response. Boo.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, also because I actually already have two Gen Con cards, and John Yost doesn't have any, so that seems only fair. All right, so tune into Matt and Mike's X-Files CCG tomorrow. They're still working on the time. Looks like it might be 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, 12 p.m. noon on Matt and Mike's X-Files CCG. Oh, gosh, he's got 5 more where that came from. Okay, so this isn't the end. All right, so let's do a quick matchup and, a quick intro. And then I'm going to use all the stuff you said earlier, John, in the edited version eventually, because that was good background info for your previous forays with the game. So that was good stuff. I'm just gonna push it ahead of the intro. Anyway, hey there, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Alien Investigations, the channel that is most dedicated to the X-Files collectible card game, except for tonight, because tonight we are continuing our coverage of Winterslam 2025, and this is the last matchup for Winterslam on February 22nd, 2005, but there is an extra special game happening tomorrow, and the details are just coming in now, so I will just throw those out at the very end of this broadcast. But anyway, as I said, while we're normally playing X-Files CCG on this channel, we are taking a break just for the honor of being able to take part in this Winterslam 2025 effort that was the brainchild of Mr. David Pease, who is here with me right now. And David Pease, host of Studio Squim, in conjunction with Nathan Petroshak over on Chasing the Dragon, as well as Mike over on Mike's X-Files CCG, as well as myself on Alien Investigations. We have been doing gameplay broadcasting throughout the day, from the early morning to the wee hours of, again, February 22nd, and this is the final matchup for Winterslam for today, and we're going to be providing you with Scooby-Doo, the Expandable card game, the spiritual successor to the X-Files CCG, the watered-down version of the X-Files CCG. In fact, when the X-Files CCG was discontinued at the start of '98, a third edition was in works by Mr. David May, and that third edition would have been a slightly more watered-down version. We would have seen a lot of the keywords get tossed aside. The effects would have been slimmer. The activators would have been replaced with a phase indicator to tell us what phase the card is supposed to be played. So we would have seen a more simplified version of the X-Files CCG had it continued. So it's all probably for the best. And so in the wake of the game's cancellation, we wound up, those that had worked on the game went over to form Journeyman Press, where they produced a number of great games, including Zombies, which is now Twilight Creations product, but previously, originally, Journeyman Press product. We also got WCW Full Impact, which is what Mr. David Pease and I just got done playing just a few minutes ago, if you're watching this live. And that was a hell of a matchup. That was our second foray into that. And it worked out better for me this time than it did the first time around. So
enjoy that victory while you last, boy, because I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
I will. I'll savor it, because I'm gonna be really John Wood, who is going to be my opponent for this next game, is going to give me a run for my money. There's no question about it. But yes, John Wood and I are going to be playing, again, Scooby-Doo ECG. That is another Journeyman Press product. And this was brought to us courtesy of Mr. Brian Woodward, Todd Breitenstein, and David May even had his hands in it. It's a funny story, but he was originally working on it with Brian, but they just got into such heated debate over some of these cards that Todd just eventually came in and is like, hey, you're making everyone else in this office very uncomfortable. So how about I just work on Scooby-Doo with Brian, and you go work on something else over there. And sure enough, they certainly cranked out a number of other products. He was instrumental in like Age of Empires. He also had the eBay store game, and there's a score of other things that you can find out there on eBay, most of them for relatively cheap. But I digress, because we're here to play Scooby-Doo ECG, and you can find some starters for a relatively inexpensive price, just the starters. Forget about the booster packs or the blister packs, because John Wood pretty much bought out the farm and got pretty much all of them at that point. And John Wood, you did actually open up some earlier today, and you had a lot of good stuff. I'm curious to see how much of that is going to be included in your deck tonight. Tell us a little bit about the deck that you brought for us.
So because of work, unfortunately, always jumping involved, I did not get to add any of the new stuff. I did get to add the foil Mystery Inc. gang, though, that I got, which is Scooby, Shaggy, and Daphne. But I did, from opening 2 boxes before, was able to get a deck, and it's just kind of a tweaked version of the starter deck with a couple of annoying cards in there to just kind of annoy you more than anything else. So whenever you think you might be successful, it turns out that it's actually just a false sense of security. But
All right.
but I mean, for the most part, it's just a quick little let's have fun. And yeah, I'm also, by the way, totally WCW Full Impact. Will happily jump in on one of those games. I was at a wrestling show last night.
And
Hold on a sec.
Yep.
There we go. Sorry, I just was getting your camera in there and getting David Pieces out of there. So you were just
Okay.
you were at an event last night?
Yeah, it was SmackDown last night here in New Orleans, and so because I'm a wrestling dork, I was like, I may as well go check it out. And yeah, it was one of those happy to be there kind of things. But you know, the price points nowadays are so insane. It's kind of funny. It was a good price was $275 plus fees for like front row stuff.
Brutal.
So that's considered cheap.
Yeah.
WrestleMania is here next year. I think it's like $15,000 for
Damn it.
4 tickets. So
Yeah, I hear you, David. I'm cursing the prices as well because damn, that's expensive. Too rich for my blood.
I'm cursing out my laptop, which has chosen to try and restart for updates now. So you might want to check that that local recording and make sure that didn't get interrupted.
It does say incomplete, and I think it says that, but you're still in here right now. So I think if it's your graveyard is still here. So what are you using right now?
Just my laptop. The graveyard I'm going to turn off that one.
It's
right
using
now.
iOS, which is not supported. Oh, come on.
Oh,
I mean, you've been using it.
Progress.
Yeah, you're here. I'm just putting it backstage, but it should be there, so it should be fine. All right, it looks like it's back to resuming uploading, so you should be fine for right now, I think. Well, wait, no, it says David Pease has not completed his upload. Does it really need to be out there right now for that to work? Sorry to interrupt this, John. Yeah,
dude, trust me, StreamYard is one of those ones that's amazing, and then it's like, oh, come on, like I'm not. Safari is not going to work.
It's amazing when it wants to be. But yeah, David, I'm going to leave your... So the graveyard is good now. It's now your main camera that's like incomplete, but you're with us right now. So you're in the studio. I don't know how much more in you could be. Let me just do this real quick. Let me take you backstage and then bring you back in and see if that adjusts it. And then, because it seemed like it worked for the graveyard just a moment ago.
The wrestling ring there that was Steven's graveyard, which actually turned out to be my graveyard that you danced on. And
it's actually complete, so you can take it out now. You are fully uploaded on that.
Yeah, that was completely separate camera. It was my laptop that decided to shut down on me, so that may have messed up some of the recording, but I'm pretty sure I was close to done.
You should be fine on the graveyard. So now we just got to get your. All right. Well, you originally. Oh that's Dave May. Sorry, that's Dave May. His is incomplete. Sorry, you guys both have to have the same name, and you're easy money. So yours is still good. You are on track right now. You are fine. It's Dave May that didn't get his in, which I don't know. To be honest, it's going to be hard even editing that thing in post when it's just basically a black screen.
Right.
I don't know what I'm going to do with that. There's no amount of editing that's going to work for that. I'm just going to have to find a decent picture of him and just paste it on there.
Maybe we could make like an AI or a Simpsons character that he.
Or I can use Simpsons character, or we can use like if I can get an image of his Age of Empires card, the Bandit.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah, that's a deep cut. Nicely done.
Age of Empires 2. Actually, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, all right. So we're here to play Scooby-Doo, ECG, and this does not belong here. I need to find the. Well, I was gonna pull out the rule book, but I trust you guys probably know it well enough, right?
Yep.
Sure.
And I have the alien FAQs as well. So
yeah, John Wood came prepared.
You got the aliens in there, alien invasion in there as well. Good Lord, I'm in for.
I didn't put
this is gonna be great.
No, I didn't
I'll
put
tell
the
you what,
aliens in here because
after getting my butt kicked at WCW Full Impact, I'm just going to sit back with a big old box of popcorn and enjoy this show.
All right, so John, I do have my my clue. This is my clue card, right? This is the equivalent of the face down X-File card that we've chosen, and so that one I guess I'll just put it here. It's still on camera or clue pile. I don't think I actually made a spot for this card, did I? Play deck, discard pile. I'll just put it here, I think, because my discard pile is over there. Oh, no, here it is. My mystery card goes there. My clue pile goes there. Play deck. And discard pile's over there. Okay, sorry. I've only played this one time, so you have to bear with me on this. You're going to destroy me, undoubtedly. So I think we're about ready to begin. What's that, John?
Said I doubt it. I trust me. I sincerely doubt that I'm going to beat you. We had a discussion earlier that no matter how ill prepared you might be, you would beat everybody. I mean, you beat David May last week or whatever. So it's I'm pretty sure you'll wind up pulling out a win on this one as well. And if I'm not mistaken, is what Michael's referring to this game, because it might give you a little extra boost as far as trying to win this one. Do you see the comments?
Yeah. Sorry, let me flip back over that because Mike was also just texting me now, and I'm like, okay, dude. David, who has put all this on gets his choice. Okay, David, yeah, that's you, man. You need to check that as well. So I get okay. I was gonna save it for the end, but all right. We'll just get it out of the way now. Because I don't want to forget, and if Mike's not with us by the end of it, okay. No, David, no, none of that. No, you are going to pick one of those remaining 5. You are getting your choice, and you're going to pick one of them, and you're going to play a game, and you're going to win that thing.
It's an honor just to be nominated, but there are people who are really scrapping for those Gen Con cards.
Oh,
I don't want to get in the way of that.
Yeah, Mike agrees with me. Yes, he is. You are going to pick one. I will pick any of them. I don't really care because I've only got 2 of them. So as long as it's not the 2 that I already have, I will take any of the. I'm going to get in on one of them. John Yost is already getting on one of them. You're going to get on one of them, and then there's a few other people can maybe get in on one of them. John, would you have a Gen Con deck yet? No.
No, I have 6 of the Scooby-Doos, but none of the.
All right. Well, if you want a chance at getting an X-Files Gen Con card, an X-Files CCG Gen Con card, if you want to get your hands on one of those babies, then yeah, call dibs on it quickly with Mike in Discord because that's going to get you a chance to win up to, I think he's got a total of 6, and he's going to be playing for them, and that's going to be on Matt and Mike's X-Files CCG. And so those of us in the Discord community who went in that, you better call dibs on it right now. Winner of this game gets this game tonight?
This game, yes.
Oh my God in heaven. Well, Jesus Christ. Now I've really got some stakes here. Holy cow. All right.
Do you need a half hour to look at your deck again there, Steven?
I don't have all the awesome cards that John Wood just pulled earlier today, but holy cow. Yeah, so we're playing for a Gen Con card, John, and we'll let Mike, if whenever he has a chance, he can come in and he can show you what 5 Gen Con cards he still, because John Yost is playing for the Daniel Trepkos card tomorrow at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and if Mike can come in at some point, and the winner will get to choose from the other 5. I have no idea which 5 they are, but damn, any one of those will be fantastic. Some are better than others, but still, just having one of those is pretty awesome. So, wow, we've got stakes all of a sudden, which is great because this is the final game for Winterslam for tonight. There's the encore one tomorrow. Holy cow.
I told John 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 and David earlier, I was like, I'm very excited about just getting to play a game because I haven't gotten to play a game without stakes in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And now, guess what? Here's the stakes.
Yeah. And David Pease, seriously, I want you to pick one. I mean, you only have 3. Yeah. You did all of this work to leading up to today. You deserve it. and you only have 3 Gen Con cards. So like me, you do not have a full set. So this is one more closer to helping you complete that. So by all means, take one. And then, yeah, the other 5 of us can, scavenge and try to claw our way towards one by playing, whether it be X-Files CCG or in this case, Scooby-Doo ECG. I'm ready to go now. I'm pumped. I'm playing for a Gen Con card. All right, so I've got my clue card here. It is face down. Oh, you can't even see it because my freaking table, but it's right here, John.
That'll change once you take me out. Your screen will get a little bigger.
You're not going to stick around and do some commentary with us, Dave?
I think we want to have your tables as big as possible, don't we?
Well, I'll just bring it. When we're doing this, I'll just bring it into the. I'll just do like we did with. I'll do like we did with wrestling. All right. Cool. Sure. And so, tell us, when you guys play, how do you guys decide who's going first?
Usually, I flip a coin. I'm not sure if you have one. I think I just dropped one.
Well, we'll just do it the way I do in determining who's going first for CCG. So I got my 2 tokens here. You see them? Well, better if I use this camera, right? The one with the red X, if you pull that from my hand, you're going to be starting off first. Or if you pull the blue conspiracy one, you'll be, second time round will be you. All right, so which hand, sir, is it going to be, right or left?
I'm going to say left.
Left. That means looks like I'm going to be starting off first then, and which is not good because I'm a little rusty. So again, I'm going to be relying on you guys to talk me through this. But I think we're good to go. How many cards are we going to be starting off with in our hand?
8.
8. And do we have a starting number of Scooby snacks?
The
10 snacks?
Scooby Gang starts with 10, and the challenging or the villain player starts with 7.
With 7. Okay, thank you so very much. See, you're already proving your worth in this, having your presence here. I do thank you for sticking around for this, Dave. All right, so I got my 10 Scooby snacks set aside right over there. We're good on that front. And I'm drawing 8 cards, right?
Yes.
8 cards. Okay, great. And is there a phase or anything like that? No?
No, you would first play a location card.
Yeah, play
okay, that's it.
Sites.
All right, so my Scooby Gang is all represented right here. In John's case, he has the same ones. I don't know if they're foiled or not. They probably are, because damn, why not play with a foil if you got it? But we've got Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby represented here. They start off in the malt shop, but they all just venture out into the wild.
You get to play one site per turn unless you have a card effect that says otherwise. So you would play one site. Remember, it can be a master or a major, but a minor site you have to work up towards.
Okay, let me actually take a moment to assess what I pulled then.
And you do get 1 mulligan also if you would like.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
It is in the Alien expansion thing.
Okay. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I can only play like 1 major or 1 master or 1 of each.
Nope, just one site per turn.
1 site per turn. Okay, well in that case we'll go with Frankencastle. That's a master location.
Very good.
And it's got 10. Is it fright level or what? Bravery level?
No, 10 is the fright level, and the negative number that's on the Scooby Gang is the bravery level.
Okay.
So you want to get that. The bravery level combined should be enough to reduce the fright level to 0 or less.
Excellent. And I'm going to bring in Mike too, so he can get in on the proceedings as well. So I've played Frankencastle, so it has 10. And so do I need to assess my team's ability to make it at this point?
John, do you get to play a friend first?
No, I get to play. Well, so you play
or
the
a
location.
monster?
I can play a monster, which 5 Scooby snacks will be Ghosts of 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No, it is a +5, uh, +5 fright points. And after the Ghost of Zintuo is put into play, you may play Chinese zombies at the same location for free, which I do not
Okay.
have. So.
All right. And so if I take 3 Scooby snacks from my 10, I can play the biplane, which is going to be discarded to capture a monster at the same location.
Yep,
That
just throw
is
it into that
correct.
discard pile, and
Yeah,
his
that works.
his monster goes away.
Oh, sweet. Nice. All right.
Unless
so
John has something to counter
unless you can
that.
counter that, yeah.
No,
No?
no, but the biplane, I believe you have to discard once it's done.
Yep, it is
Yes.
discarded. Nice. All right, cool. So that good draw on that one. All right, so now let's see. So the 10 here, do I have enough to make that?
Yes, because it's a master location, right?
Yeah, so Fred 3, Velma 3, Daphne and Shaggy each have 1, and Scooby has 2. That's a total of 10, so I do have enough to make that. Excellent. So they cut down on that quite handily. Very nice. Okay. So do we play cards like if we have any other cards we want to play, or do I have to go to like the checklist at this point?
At this point, you would. Yeah, go ahead, John.
You can, if there's something that you would like to play, or you can.
I thought I did, but let me just double check here. Or no, I think that was just in the event of. Okay.
And now, John,
by the way, I'm putting.
Oh wait.
What's that?
Wait a second. I may have something here. That member may not use their. Okay, never mind. That's something I want to do next turn. Okay, so that does wrap it up. I have no cards I want to play. You don't have any cards you want to play, John?
So this is part of the game is that your next turn, if you're the Mystery Inc. player, you do not get new Scooby snacks. The person that was the villain, when they go to the Mystery Inc., will then get some Scooby snacks.
Okay.
So I'm going to try something. Before we go to before I draw the clue card to show you.
Okay.
This might be boning me, but we'll see. I'm going to pay 2 to play Finding a Bone. Take the top card from your play deck. Take half of that cost from the card and Scooby snacks from your opponent, up to all of them. Discard drawn card.
Okay. So is that an event or something, or
it's an event? Yes. So you can just you can if you have something to play to stop that, you can.
Yeah. Let me see here. Oh man, it's costly, and it means I'm not going to have much going into the next round. It doesn't sound very good though, so it sounds like I might want to. Yeah, I have a. Don't ever let us do that again, and it's going to cost me 5, and that's only going to leave me 2 going into the next round, so that sucks. But I'm going to play this card to immediately negate the effects of a card played by your opponent. Remove all copies of the negated card from your opponent's deck.
That was the one that we were talking about earlier. Oh, that was actually a sweet one.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay, good.
Yeah, that came up. That's a powerful card, and so we just saw it happen.
And we just saw it negated too, because pretty much when I was doing my deck building, any card that I was like, oh, negate, just like X-Files CCG, I'm like, I think a negate card is going to be a pretty useful card to include in here. So I put, you can have up to 2 copies of each card in this, right?
Yep.
Yes, and I did not. I couldn't remember if that was one of the ones that I pulled a second copy from because I believe you have to have 60 cards, right? Is that correct, Dave?
At minimum, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, minimum. I definitely have that. Probably more. I probably have 70. They're not sleeves, so I have a. Yeah.
I wasn't sure about that because in the rule book it has the cards must be 60 cards. I was like, that's the one thing I've never actually realized whether or not it was
minimum, or
so that's good to know.
Or is it exactly?
That's the, and that one actually does not get satisfied in the Alien FAQ.
I think the general thinking was that since this is modeled after X-Files, it's just the minimum is 60.
Yeah.
But John, before we move on, and maybe you can refresh my memory, doesn't that location get turned upside down to indicate that it was successfully
sideways? Yeah, it gets turned sideways.
Okay.
And yes, and I will give you one clue, which is that's Snow Ghost.
Sorry, what? The
that's Snow Ghost.
You want to find that on your checklist and put a little X through the box next to it.
Okay, so he said it's not Snow Ghost. Is that the wording?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I show you a clue, you scratch those off. That's what it's not.
Okay. Got you. All right. So it's not Snow Ghost. It's not that Snow Ghost. So
correct.
I've got one eliminated from the what? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
14,
10, 11,
12,
12, 13, 14, 15. Looks like
15.
Yeah. So 14 left to go. I guess I don't get to ask because it's a master location.
You want to guess? You can.
If
you want to guess one of the 13? You can.
No, he gets a penalty. He's trying to trick you, bro.
Gotcha. All right. Permission granted. All right.
So
All right.
Once that's done, we will go up to 8 cards again in hand.
8. We go back up to 8 each. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And then the mystery ink player will refill to 10.
And I don't get to refill my Scooby snacks. So yeah, you really emptied my Scooby snack pile in that.
You gotta be a cheapskate in this game and bank ahead. Or there's lots of cards that replenish your or award you Scooby snacks. There's a few of those out there too.
In there. Okay. All right. It's a shame I can't sell cards for Scooby snacks. All right.
Wrong game. Nice try.
Wrong game indeed. Okay.
All right. So I will go to the mystery ink. I actually had the same ones as you as well. Scooby, Shaggy, Daphne, foil. That's why they might be a little shiny and the light might screw it up. And then Velma and Fred. I have their tokens because they do have the special ability once per game. So that's what the tokens are for them.
Okay.
Okay. So I will play.
Could we switch to John's table also?
Yep. Let me do that. Yep, thank you.
Okay. So this is my clue back here. This is the clue pile, play deck, discard pile. And I will move. Well, I'll put this. Do you want to play anything, Stephen?
Any villains, monsters?
No.
I take it that is the. So I'm going to pay 2 to play. I'll make him pay for what he did to my hair, and play this card during your mystery ink phase to make the villain player immediately lose up to 2 Scooby snacks.
And that's I've got none left now. Yep.
So that should leave you with 0.
Yep.
All right. So they will move to the big top. And I don't know if you have anything to play for free or not.
Nope, I got nothing.
Okay, then this will be completed. Turn it sideways. And then you would show me 1 clue from your clue pile.
Okay. All right, so I have to go and I just picked one like I did for X-Files. Or can I just tell you it's not this one, it's not that one?
Yeah, if you want to do that, you can tell me it's not.
Yeah, because I'd have to go and dig them all out, and I have duplicates down there.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so I'll just say that's Snow Ghost, like you did.
Okay.
And what a night for a night.
Just one.
It's only one. It's only one.
What? I thought it was 2. I thought it was
no. It's a master. Location. It's a master location. Is
I heard major,
but sorry. I actually forgot. This is the positive. I actually forgot what 2 seconds. I was scratching it out. So I got that Snow Ghost. And I literally forgot.
Yeah, screwed.
Just tell me that. Just tell me that the next time because I literally.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, that's
right. What you said.
Sorry, I thought it was a major location, so that was worth 2. Nope. But all right. Okay, so at this point, is there any discard or anything like? Well, I guess there's no point in discarding.
You will not discard, but you will draw up to 8 again, unless you're over 8. But it basically,
I have exactly 8 right now.
All right, I will draw up to 8. I do not have to get rid of, or I do not have to refill Scooby snacks. I still have 8 of them.
Okay.
And you may.
I get my 10 Scooby snacks, right?
Correct.
All right. How many do you have now?
8.
All right. After that.
And don't forget to use your effects, Steve.
Yeah. I'll use Shaggy. I guess I can use Shaggy's at this point and get 3 more. So his is out. I'm gonna actually get some tokens to put on them to indicate when they've used theirs, because this is once per game. So Shaggy has used his.
I will also add that unlike the X-Files, the villain player can use theirs as well. So, for example,
are you serious? I
yeah,
could have used that in the
Scooby-Doo,
last round. Oh my gosh.
well, for the most part, I guess Daphne's you do. But
Oh,
to pull any items
yeah.
from deck during Scooby-Doo, you can pull an item even if it's a villain. The Shaggy can do 3 additional Daphne as well. So that's one of those ones that I did not realize until I actually reread this one.
Steven, it's okay. It's okay. It's just for a Gen Con card. It's okay.
Yeah, it's only for
Don't worry about it.
nothing to worry about here. All right.
Sweet Gen Con card.
Dave,
Okay,
you want to pick the one you want?
Let's keep the game going here.
We'll do that at the end if you don't mind. All right. So let's play the Sunken Ship, which is a major location this time. And does the Frankencastle there just stays on it, just stays sideways? Yeah. So major location, obviously it's 11. So I'm gonna have to obviously make up the difference in there somehow. So I guess at this point, is it up to you, John, or do you play your monster first, John, or do I have to like figure out what I'm doing?
I will not play a monster, so you can go to investigate and see if you can make it up to 11.
Okay, and I'll play the bank guard, which only costs 1, and that's going to lower the fright level of a location by 1 for the rest of the turn.
Okay. I'm going to spend 2 Scooby snacks.
Okay.
Sarah Jenkins, who is a friend. However, she is a +1 to fight level at any location. And once while in play, Sarah Jenkins negates a capture card played by your opponent.
Negates a capture card. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So as long as if I play that a capture card, you're going to get that one. Okay. All right. So far so good. What else?
That is all I have to mind. So I think you would be 1 short so far.
Well, I played the bank guard to lower the fright level,
and she adds 1 to it.
Oh, she does. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see. Doesn't someone have something that can help me out here? Let's see.
Scooby can pull an item from your deck.
That is true.
I'll play after all, what could be in the pantry. Okay, let me start over. After all, what could be in the pantry? I'm going to play that for just 1, and that's going to lower the fright level of a location by 2, unless your opponent plays a monster at the same location.
That I will not have a response to.
Whew. Awesome. Nice.
Oh, hang on. Because this is, I forget that this is not like X-Files. So I'm going to kind of be a jerk. Actually, no. I think so. This would be one of those ruling things, but okay. This is how I interpret this, but I could be wrong because I've not seen anything. Pay 3 to play a speedboat. What the speedboat does is discard the speedboat to move Mystery Inc. to any legal location. Your turn ends after your next action. So all of these are played both ways. So what I would do is I would play that and then see if you have a response to it.
That's an event or something?
It's an item.
It's an item? Oh, okay.
Is that playable? There isn't another legal location.
So the big top would be moving them to that. It's legal in the sense that they can move there, but they wouldn't be able to investigate it. That's the thing where it goes into the rulings. I don't know because I've scoured this and I have not seen that, but there are things that say, I mean, it says that you can, like you can, in other words, if I played Lasso or whatever, and it said to pull your Mystery Inc. to a different location so that you didn't get the monster or whatever like that, you could pull them over. But it's actually a Dave May thing, is I do not know. Yes, here we go. If a player has successfully investigated a location, is it okay for his opponent to send by some card play that player's Mystery Inc. members to that location, or must they be sent to the malt shop or an unsolved location? Any location, including the malt shop and solved locations, would be legal in this case.
Oh,
However, you may
okay.
never move to one of your opponent's locations.
I
And
stand
the malt
corrected.
shop.
Right. So technically, it can move you to the malt shop also, if not
Okay.
the big shop.
I don't think I'm going to have an answer for that. I guess I could try. Okay. I don't think this is going to help, but I guess I might as well waste Scooby's effect to pull any item from your deck once during the game. Right? I guess I can give that a go, even though I don't know if I'm going to have anything that's going to answer that. So it's
wasted if it works.
yeah. So that's an item that you just played?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I found one. Whew! I found Clown's Rubber Ladder. And I think at this point I'm going to take, because I have used, how many do I have? I've got 10, and I've used 2 so far to play the Bank Guard and After All. So I think I'll use Daphne to play any card from your hand for free if legally allowed to do so. So I'll play that one for free. And so yeah, Clown's Rubber Ladder is played on the location. You may discard the Clown's Rubber Ladder to negate the effect of any item card used at the same location.
All right. So this would
Well
go.
played.
I had to go through a lot of my game effects to get to that. And hopefully, John's going to give me 2 more clues, right?
Yep.
Got something else?
Nope.
Yeah, it was a major location, right?
Yeah, it's a major location, so 2 this time.
2.
Yep. So that completes it. And mystery mix-up. Here we go. Mystery mask mix-up or whatever it's called.
All right.
Mystery mask mix-up, yes. And decoy for a dog napper.
All right. So that leaves 12 remaining. So yeah, it's far be it for me to take a guess now, because if I do guess, you just get like 1 guess right back.
I get to you show me a clue. I can either guess or you can show me a clue.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Which I think is the same thing technically, as if I'm guessing, you're just telling me yes or no. So yes.
Okay. Well, since I gave you one earlier, right? Or do you get to choose which one? Or do you get to choose?
For what?
Like if I guess and I get it wrong, then you
then I could guess, and it would just be like basically be a trade-off in guesses.
Okay.
But if you
because I actually when I show you, I actually don't remember what you said because I was scratching it up.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll just repeat it. I'll repeat the next one.
No. Yes.
When you successfully investigate, that is
correct.
All right. So sunken ship's getting turned on its side. And then I think we had to discard.
Jenkins is a friend. She does get discarded. Monsters, if you don't successfully have to stay or can stay, but friends, everything else gets discarded. So she will.
All the stuff that I played gets discarded, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless it does not.
Yeah. Bank guard for the rest of the turn. Yep. Everything else is discarded. All right. Over to you.
All right. So
and we're drawing up to 8 again.
Correct.
All right. So then I have 8 Scooby snacks remaining.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 2 more. So back up to 10. Okay. So I am going to play a sunken ship, which is a major location of the graveyard of ships.
Um, hmm. We have 8. Oh, no, I'm supposed to have 8. Whoops. No, sorry. I have 8. For some reason, I didn't put one away. Darn it. That's going to be one too few to pull off what I needed to do. Black Knight for 4. Leaving me with 4 Scooby snacks.
What does the Black Knight do?
Black Knight raises the fright level by 4.
All right, we are going to spend 1, 2, 3 for plunger arrows.
What does that do?
Discard plunger arrow to capture a monster at this location.
Dang. And I've only got 4 left, so I can't play anything else, I'm afraid. So monster goes bye-bye. He's captured, or did he get put somewhere?
He discarded.
He's discarded. All right. Yeah. That's all I got.
Now I am still 1 short, so I will pay 1 for. Come on, you. There's nothing to be afraid of. Which play this card to lower the fright level at a location by 2 for the rest of the turn. So that would make this a 9, which they would be able to do. And I don't know if you have anything else.
Not that I can afford.
Okay. So that will be done, and then you can give me 2 clues, including the one that you gave me before.
Yep. What a night for a night.
Okay, hold on 1 second. All right.
And mystery mask mix-up.
All right. So we are both in the same boat.
Yep. 3 and 3.
Oh.
Tie game at this point. Sweet. All right. So I have 7 cards. Do we get a chance to discard, or do we? Is this X-File?
You
can.
I think make sure about that.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll probably just keep everything anyway. But while you're looking that up, I'll go ahead and get my 10 Scooby snacks back.
Players may discard as many cards as they like from their hand at the end of the turn. Yeah.
Let me just double check then, because I think I'll just get rid of 1 master card, master location. And that'll leave me with 6. And back to me.
Make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct. Yeah, and I have 6 Scooby snacks.
All right. And so I'll get me 2 more cards to replenish my hand. And I've got 10 Scooby snacks sitting there waiting to be consumed. And for the location, we'll put down the barn, which is a master location. So 10 is needed for that one.
Okay.
And I've got the 10 as of this point.
Okay. So I am going to play. Pay 2 to play Freddy, Where Are You? Play this card to lower Freddy's bravery to 0 for the rest of the turn.
Okay, so he has 3. Or he takes away from 3. So that
Make it 7.
yeah, that leaves me at 7, unfortunately. I'll play. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, I'll play Brave Shaggy for 2, and that's going to raise Shaggy's bravery by 2 for the rest of the turn. So now I'm only shy 1 at this point. And then I'll play Ebenezer Sharp for 1, and that's going to lower the fright level of a location by 1 while in play. So that puts me right back at that magic number.
Okay, so I'm going to try this. I'm going to pay 2 for the library. Play this card to draw the top 2 cards from your play deck and add them to your hand.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, I think I added at least 1.
Okay. Do you have anything else to place?
So still good at this point, but do either of those 2 new cards help you?
I'm going to use Shaggy's once per turn, allows you to take 3 additional Scooby snacks.
Oh, okay. I feel like, hey, Mike, I feel like Kurt would like that effect when it's used off turn.
Well, you know. Hey, but you know what? Like, in all fairness,
we ruled on it. We ruled on it. It's on us.
We ruled on it. It was not something going into the tournament that was what we thought it could be. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have nothing to do.
Well, on the plus side, I'm only getting 1 clue from you, not 2 or 3. So there's that.
So you successfully do it?
Yep. I've got my 10. Thanks to Ebenezer Sharp and Shaggy's bravery, his strange show of bravery. Okay, so it's a night of fright is no delight.
Correct.
Very nice.
However, I am going to spend the 4 Scooby stacks I have remaining. For There Goes Our Only Clue. Play this card to force your opponent to return a clue to the top of the clue pile. So I will put it back on the top of my clue pile.
Oh, so that means okay. So even though I know it's not, it's basically going to be a hindrance.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll get the same answer twice.
Okay.
David, we lost your video, man.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Oh, okay.
All right, now I see the reason I should have actually stacked the clues as such for events like that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I guess that's back to you then.
Okay.
I've got 7 Scooby snacks remaining going into this one. I got 3 more cards to add to the hand. Oh, this isn't going well.
4, 5.
It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing at stake here. It's okay.
Yeah. Which one is that? Oh, Los Angeles. Oh, sweet.
Oh, nice.
That's the one that's up for grabs on this one.
All right. Very nice.
Right. So I am going to play. I am going to try a little something and see how this works out. I'm going to play the Lighthouse, which is a minor location.
Shoot.
And must be played on a Graveyard of Ships location, which was the sunken ship. It is a 12.
So you got some making up to do there, but I'm sure that won't be a problem. Let's darn it. I'm always going to be 1 Scooby snack shy of being able to
Story of
Like
my
David
life. in a
said, yeah.
nutshell.
Yeah.
Like David said, you got to be a cheapskate. Because
Yeah.
those things run out quickly.
Yeah. Do you have any like you don't have any resource card in play or anything, do you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just
Okay.
Scooby snacks and nothing else in play right now.
Okay. Well, I'll snow ghost for 5. That is going to raise the fright level by 5.
Okay. I will play 1, 2, 3. Tapestry.
Hmm.
Play tapestry on a location. Discard tapestry to capture a monster.
Yep. That's it.
So
All right. So
discard
now
it.
you just gotta make up for the
For the
two from the lighthouse.
So I'm going to pay another 2. Although actually, yes, I will have it. But first, I'm going to play Liverwurst. It's a 0, and I can discard it to add 1 Scooby snack. So I'll do that to add a Scooby snack. I will spend 2 to play Mr. Carswell. He lowers the fight level of location by 2 while in play.
Got it. Nice work.
That would be 12. And so that is a 3-fer.
Yeah, 3 coming your way. Scooby-Doo and the Mummy 2.
Okay.
Backstage Rage
Okay.
and Foul Play in Funland.
Okay. Down to 9. I will wait for one more before I. Although, actually, if I guess you're gonna get the, if I guess you're gonna get the same one as you already knew.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
So
go for it.
I am going to say, is your clue Bedlam in the Big Top?
It is not.
Okay. So I will show you my clue, which is Night of Fright is no delight, as you saw last time.
Yep, as I saw last time. It's a shame I can't just take a shot in the dark. Oh well. Oh well. If it were X-Files, it would have been. Well, all right. Well, so if I can solve at least one location, I can actually gain some ground back.
All right. So I have 6 left,
Okay.
just to let you know.
Oh, 6 cards? Yeah, let me get my Scooby
The
snacks.
6 Scooby snacks, sorry.
Okay. 6 Scooby snacks. And I'm gonna get myself my 10, that is. So I got a total of 5 and 5. Yep, for a total of 10. And I've got 7 cards, so I'll grab 1, and we got a new round underway. All right. And we'll send the team to the strange cave. That's wait, hold on a sec. Yeah, okay, yeah, strange cave. And that's 11, obviously, because it's a major location, so I will have to make up the difference somewhere.
Okay. I am going to pay 3 to play Dracula.
Oh, lovely.
He raises the fright level of location by 3 while in play.
All right. And I'll use Velma's effect to lower the fright level of a monster by 3.
Okay.
And I'll also play Dining Room to add 1 to your Scooby snack total.
Okay.
All right. What else you got?
I have nothing.
All right. So now it's up to me to make up the difference on that.
Yeah.
So just double check what are my options here. because I have to use the mystery machine in this case for 4. And the mystery machine is going to lower the fright level of a location by 1. While in play, you do not have to discard to use this effect. The mystery machine counts as a member of Mystery Incorporated for movement purposes.
Okay. I'm going to pay 3 to play Give Me That, You Mutt. And take any item your opponent has in play and use it as if it were your own, if normally allowed to do so. Put item into owner's discard pile at the end of the turn or after use.
And I am screwed. So there goes that one. So discard it or just set it over to the, or you claim
It's going to
it?
be discarded. No, because I can't keep it. So yeah, it'll be discarded.
And that's it. No, nothing
So
much.
keep it up because it's still in play and you can try to investigate it next turn. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. And that's it. 7 Scooby snacks for me, which is probably going to be 1 too few to stop you in the next round, as it has been for all these rounds up to this point.
Dave, answer me a question. So Dracula was not captured. He's still there. Does Velma's token count or carry over indefinitely?
An excellent question. I would think that ends at the end of the turn.
I would think that, but I'm trying to see. Let's see if they answered that.
Let me look through my partially chewed instructions here.
Her abilities are permanent as it applies to that particular monster at the particular location until the location is solved. Yes. Okay. So they answered in the frequently asked question. So actually, no, Dracula is useless, but he's still there. Okay. 2, 3, 4. So I'll drop the 4 more.
And so Velma's effect will not be helping me next time I go back
No,
there.
it will.
It
Oh, it will. Okay. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He is
All right.
3 less. Okay.
I'm still gonna have to find a way to make up for, because it's a major location. Anyway, but that's the story of another round. And I believe now it's over to you. I've got 7 Scooby snacks left, and again, that's probably not going to be enough to stop you, but we'll see. I've got 5 cards in my hand, so maybe the other 3 might help out.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to try the Hall of Mirrors. It is a major location from Funland. So it is an 11.
We'll do minor 49er to raise the fright level by 4. And I've got 3 Scooby snacks once that is played.
So this will be the time that actually, should I use one of those? Okay, I'll make it 12, right? Yeah. I'm going to use Scooby's token to pull an item from the deck once during the game. And I'm going, do I show, it does not say. Okay, so I'll put it in here. I'll shuffle these. Okay. Monster still there. Anything else? Not yet.
Just as a heads up to anybody, there's like 70-mile-an-hour winds outside my house right now, and yeah, it's crazy out here, and my power is very like, oh my god, the trees are swaying, and it's very scary. So if I just like disappear, like I can't even get texts on my phone out here without Starlink. So if I disappear, that's what happened. It's just it's crazy out here right now.
I'm gonna play the Creeper for 3, and I have no Scooby snacks remaining, and I'm gonna take 2 Scooby snacks for my opponent.
Oh, for the okay. So 2 go away.
Yep, and that's all I got. Have at it.
I am going to use Daphne's once per game. Play any card from your hand for free, if legally allowed to do so.
Yep.
And play Giant Electromagnet. Play a Giant Electromagnet on a location. Discard to capture a monster. You may use the monster as your own during the next villain phase. If you do not use it, return to the owner's discard pile. So you have Miner and is it Miner and
Creeper?
Creeper. The Creeper's a 3, right?
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to take the Miner.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use Velma's to take
you got to raise that. Yeah.
To 3. Okay. Do you have anything else, sir?
No, I've got no Scooby snacks left. So congrats, you got me on that one.
Well, so yeah, but it's still 11, so I'm 1 short. Which I will drop a 0 Scooby snack. It's only a power failure. Subtract 1 from the fright level of a location, or cancel the effect of a darkness card. So that would make it 10, and that would hit. Okay. So that would be 2. So if you want to let me know 2, sir, I will scratch them off.
Can I see your checklist? Because I don't. I've been not keeping track. You had bring it back. Yeah, thank you. That works better. Decoy for Dog Napper and a Night of Fright is no delight.
All right.
Guess.
I will take a guess. I'm going to say, is it Go Away, Ghost Ship?
It is not.
Would you like to guess, or would you want me to show you a clue? I think it's just showing you a clue, honestly, because if you guessed, then it would just be like a back and forth.
Yeah, because then you have to go and dig it out or something, or what? Yeah, just show me Bedlam at the Big Top. Okay. I'd rather guess, but yeah, I'll play whatever's the correct
So I was
way.
just looking at that, and I think if you guess, it is the same thing where you go back and forth.
Oh.
Really? So it'd be like if you guessed, then it would do that. Because I have not. I'm looking at the thing right here, and it's the last one. You only receive 1 guess per successful location. If you choose not to guess, not say. If your guess is correct, when the game is over. If your guess is wrong, your opponent player may draw 1 clue and mark it off in their checklist.
Okay. All right. Well, we don't want to get you any closer than that. So yeah, I think we went the right way on that. All right. So
down to 5, but that's
down
that.
to 5. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 cards.
I've got 10 left to go. So be a
I have
miracle.
6 cards, and then I also Miner 49er will. I have the ability to use that.
Yeah. Which I can't imagine you wouldn't going into this.
So I have a
I'll
copy here somewhere.
Yeah, I got 2 more cards coming into my hand and 10 Scooby snacks in my way. Thanks, Mike. Mike, I really do appreciate you switching the tables back and forth. It is such a huge help.
Yeah, no worries, man. I got you.
Okay. All right, so I've drawn up to 8. And so if I were to resume, I could resume the location that I didn't successfully investigate last time, or I can go to a different one, right?
Correct.
Correct, yeah.
Well, with what I've got in my hand, it's probably not going to work out
Or you
very
could
well.
play a site and split the team.
Yeah. So, I could do that. If I put another one down, yeah, I could revisit, but yeah, I'd have to somehow be able to have enough to do both of them. I'll play the library for 2, and I'll draw the top 2 cards off my deck and add them to my hand, unless you got an objection to that one.
Nope.
Okay. And let's send the team to the Mad Scientist Rumpus Room, which sounds like a lot of fun, but I don't know. That might be a little deceiving. So that's... Oh, no, wait. No, sorry, I can't do that one. Bear with me. We'll just send them to the barn. That's a 10. It's a master, so 1 clue.
Okay. All right. So I'll do the second part of the last one, and Minor 49er will play for free. I think that's how Electromagnet was, right? Oh, no. I still have to pay for it. Okay, so I'll pay 4. And he increases by 4. Damn, these Scooby snacks stick to the freaking thing.
And I'll play Chandelier for 3, and that's going to be discarded to capture a monster at the same location.
Okay. Well, I don't have many.
It's only a master. Come on. It's 1 clue.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
You are correct about that. I'm just trying to use all my Scooby snacks because, you know what I will do? I am going to do this. I'm going to pay 2 to play Jeweler's Glasses.
What is that, an event or an item?
It's an item.
Okay.
Use Jeweler's Glasses to look at your opponent's hand. Return cards after viewing.
Okay. So, wait, you see my hand, and then what? Return cards after viewing? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I just get
Not really doing that part of it. So I've got a major location, the Relic Room, another major location, the Mad Scientist Rumpus Room, which I neglected, or I declined to play last time. I've got Watch the Pretty Coin of Gold. Then 3 items: a paper pirate hat, a mask of Zentao, plunger arrows, and a Frankenstein's monster.
Okay. What does the shiny gold one do?
That's a long one. Play this card to look at your opponent's hand and choose which card must be played next as the next action. The card must be legal to play. If opponent can't pay to play it, the chosen card is discarded with no effect.
Interesting. Okay. And then
so I
the
guess
other ones you had
on either turn, right? That sounds like...
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. You have Mask of Zentao, and then were the other 2 items?
The other 2 items are paper pirate hat and plunger arrows.
Okay. All right. I am, after seeing your hand, will not do anything else with it. And so it's a 10, right? It's a master?
Yeah, 1 clue. 1 clue only.
Okay. So you successfully investigated. Your clue is a gaggle of galloping ghosts.
All right, so 9 remaining. What do you think, David? What have I got to lose at this point, right?
You're asking the wrong person because I'm about to fall asleep. So I would say guess just so we can expedite this situation.
That's true. That's true. I think because it's my favorite, I'll go with... is your clue... Do I say it like that? Is your clue Jeepers? It's the Creeper?
It is not.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's not my favorite anymore.
And David, you're gonna want to stick around, man, because of the 4 cards you have to choose from.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Don't
sure
go anywhere, David.
I'm pretty sure one's pretty special.
All right. Yeah. If you show, John, can you show me your checklist again? And I'll give you one that it's not. Okay. Mind your own business.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, I can't tell if that's an evil grin or you're just lit.
Well, a little bit of both. A little bit from column A, a little bit from column B.
I'm thinking that Gen Con is Kevin Morris or something.
It's not. I'll tell you that it's not.
It's Kevin Morris isn't a Gen Con card. Don't worry.
It's not. No, but it's gonna be good.
I'm gonna discard Paper Pirate Hat. No, actually, no. I'll keep that. I'll get rid of Watch the Pretty Gold Coin. And I'll get rid of one of my major locations. And I'll get rid of Mask of Zentao at this point. And I've got 4 left now.
All right. And what's your Scooby Snack situation?
5.
5. Okay. All right. So go back up to 10. Okay.
And I want to thank everyone who has been tuning in to the channel for Winterslam 2025 today, and I thank everyone who has been subscribing as of late. I've had a nice little uptick in subscribers. Not much, but I still thank you. Every little bit helps. So 160 and counting. So thank you everyone for liking and subscribing and for showing your support. It means so much. It means so much. It is almost midnight, so if I don't sound as very enthused, I really am very, very grateful, everyone. I'm very grateful. But yeah, like David, I'm sort of fading. It's been a really long day. David, David Pease, I told you some stuff backstage before we began that was a little disheartening. Mike, I will tell you about it as well when we are off camera. But yes, it's been by and large a great day, and I'm really glad to be playing Scooby-Doo as we bring Winterslam to a close for today. But again, don't forget, everyone, there's going to be an encore game tomorrow on Matt and Mike's X-Files CCG between Mike and John Yost. So, Mike, give us some quick details, and then we'll let John resume his turn.
So John was the first one to chime in. John, just for chiming in, is going to get himself a Gen Con card, a Daniel Trepkos Gen Con card. I got a few Gen Con cards a while ago because I wanted to just have something to give away for whatever reason. And it was a rainy day. It was a windy day. I was like, you know what? It's Winterslam. Let's do it. So still working at a time with him tomorrow. We'll announce that soon, I hope, and we'll give it another go.
Yeah, it looked like it might be noon Pacific time, but John Yost is going to be playing for a Dr. Daniel Trepkos Gen Con card. Amazing. Yep. Mike, can I ask, where did you get these Gen Con cards? They're not from your own deck, right?
No, they're not. I got contacted by a person that was interested in offloading some extra
6 or 7 of them
cards.
Okay.
And that person was vetted, and it was just extra cards. Because as we know, throughout the years, just like Matt and I did, these decks have been split.
Yeah.
And this person had split a few. I mean, he's not going to get a hold of me and be like, "Hey, I've got all these cards. One of them's a Scully's Dream." So I jumped at the opportunity to pick up these 6 Gen Con cards after they were vetted, and he asked what I was going to do with them, and I said, honestly, I just want to give them away.
Nice.
So that's what I'm going to do.
You're a good man, Mike, and thank you for the opportunity. Win or lose, it's always fun playing when there's some interesting stakes on the line, whether it be a Gen Con card. And win or lose, it's going to be exciting because even if I don't get to claim this one, John Wood is going to be an owner of 1 Gen Con card, which is a first. So it's nice that these Gen Con cards are finding their way into the hands of the more avid fans of X-Files CCG, as they should. And so, John, take it away, sir. What do we got?
Right.
What kind of location do we have there?
Sunken Ship. It is a major location.
Yippee. So 11. So you got some making up to do on that front. So we'll start small with the Shadow Phantom for 2. Raises the fright level by 2.
Okay. I am going to pay 0 for it's only a power failure to subtract 1 from the fright level. So I still need to make up 2.
Yep.
Do you have anything else, or you just want me to get everything done?
I do have something else, but I guess
Okay.
it sounds like you probably have an answer for it, don't you? Go ahead.
So I have Max the Midget to lower fright level by another 1.
You can't say midget.
And
Even
then
though I just
2
said it.
for Mr. Greenway. And
And what
Mr.
does that
Greenway it takes it down by 1, and I can attach items to him, but I'm not. So it would then 2 make up the Phantom, 1 makes up the 1 that I'm missing.
And I'll spend the last of my Scooby snacks and play Frankenstein's Monster to raise the fright level by 3.
All right. So I don't actually have anything to cover that, so I will go ahead and not be able to solve it.
Oh,
Wow.
That was a very surprising outcome. I did not expect these weak monsters to actually be able to do much.
It's the attrition stuff. Eventually, you're just like,
Yeah. Wow. Holy cow. And how many Scooby snacks do you have left now going into this?
I have 7.
Okay. Well, that's still enough room to do something. That's still enough snacks to quench your appetite for blood, or your bloodthirst, that is, or your monster's bloodthirst, potentially. All right. So I've got 6 cards left, so I'll be getting 2 more, and I'll get my 10 Scooby snacks back. All right. So a little bit of delayed victory for you, but we'll see if I can maybe make it somewhat closer of a game by trying to maybe chip away. Yeah, I thought I actually didn't even include any minor locations in this deck. I thought maybe those might be too tricky to meet, and so less of a burden trying to meet it if I didn't include them. So I don't know if that was a wise choice or not, but yeah, one way or the other, we're going to find out. So the Master Barn I did resolve, so that one is back on its side. I still have the strange cave that's going on out there. I don't remember honestly where we left that one at, but that's
Dracula
okay.
is knocking around there, but he's at 0 fright. Yeah.
So, and I still have to make up the 1 for that, don't I? Or did I played not a witness, but
those all go away, so yeah, you would have to make up the 1.
I'd still have to make it up. All right, so we'll just well, no, we could go back there, but why not? I can actually just try to eliminate cards from my hand so I can be able to draw more when it circles back to you. So I'm going to put down another relic room, or no, I don't have a relic room already in place. But yes, we have the relic room now. That's a major, so I got to make up the 1 for that.
Okay. I will not play anything yet.
Waiting for me to make it up? Okay. I'll play, it's only a power failure. You know that one because you've played it twice. So played for 0, subtract 1 from the fright level of a location or cancel the effect of a darkness card. So I'll use the first part of that effect, bring it down to 10. So I'm good for the moment.
I'll drop 1 for Chinese zombies.
Oh,
to add 1 for a fright level.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll biplane that for 3. Okay. Capture a monster at the same location.
Okay. I guess I will take 2 to play a Shadow Phantom.
Oh, lovely. And that's gonna what, 4?
2, just 2.
2. Oh, 2. That's still, I don't think I can make that without playing plunger arrows for another 3, which is really gonna chip away at a lot of my Scooby snacks, unfortunately. I have only 4 left now with the plunger arrows in place.
Okay. This is not going to affect it, but I'm going to pay 3 to play a fortune teller.
Oh.
She does nothing, but I can discard the fortune teller to look at the top 3 cards of my play deck and replace them in any order you wish. So I'm going to do that.
And I'm going to play buffet table at 3. That's the second time I played it, and it's going to allow me to add 1 Scooby snack back to my pile. So I've got 5 to hopefully carry me through the next round, provided I'm not going to get it correct again. So what else are we? It sounds like we're running hard to play. All right, so the major location is going to give me 2 clues from you. Take it away.
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
And Jeepers, it's the creeper.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like, damn it. Oh. So I only got 1. I only gained ground on that by 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to go. See, I feel like if this were X-Files, I'd have done a lot better. I feel like my Jeff would be doing a lot better at this too. What the hell?
David's getting sleepy over there. Come on.
I know. Sorry. Let's
get. I need to tuck him into bed.
God. Scooby-Doo and the Mummy 2. Is that your clue?
It is not. So I will show you. There's 4 left. Haunted House Hang-Up, Jeepers, It's the Creeper, A Gaggle of Galloping Ghosts, and a clue for Scooby-Doo.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the 4 that. So you'd show me 1.
Gaggle.
Those 4. Gaggle, okay.
I was just delaying the inevitable on that.
Okay.
Because now you got me down to 3, and I'm still like double that. So yeah, and only 5 Scooby snacks to help out. I don't know if there's going to be any way to, to build on that. I don't think I have any cards that do, but I am going to get 5 cards when we turn it over to you now, since I only have 3 left in my hand. So maybe, just maybe, I can pull off a miracle. All right, it's over to you now.
All right, taking 4.
Dang
it. Absolutely useless. Let's see. All right, so still at the stunken ship, since I couldn't get it last time.
And do you have to make up for it, or you have it?
I need to make up for 1, yes.
Okay, go for it.
Oh wait, let me put these up. Sorry. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so need to make up the 1, so I'll try to find the cheapest way, which is Mr. Carswell to bring it down by 2.
And so now you have it at this point. I'm going to play Back from His Watery Grave for 2, and that's going to leave only 3 Scooby snacks left. And I'm going to play this card to return a monster card from my discard pile to my hand. And I think that's going to be that one, unless something else looks more appealing. Okay, yep. And I will Play the Creeper once again for 3, and that leaves all of my Scooby snacks gone. They have been consumed, gobbled up, and you also lose 2.
Correct. So I am down to 6.
And you got 3 on the fright level now, courtesy of the Creeper.
All right, so he took it to 9. Creeper adds it to 3, so it's 14. So I need to make a 2. Oh man, this is killing me. I have to make this, or I am hosed. Okay, I'm going to pay 2 for Mr. Jenkins. -1 to fright level allocation. He counts as a Mystery Inc. member while in play. Still need to make up 1. So I'm going to use it all. Come on. For the gang to jump in the mystery machine.
Yeah.
And lower it to 1. So I think that should even out because that's +3 on your side, +4 on that, so it makes it even.
I'll take your word on that.
Either way,
you earned it. Yeah, you earned it. So go for it.
And do you have anything else, or that's it?
No, I have no Scooby snacks left.
Okay.
I've used them all.
So I have 3.
Yeah.
But I will
think
ask
this is
2.
in here. Yeah. How many am I giving you? 1 or 2? 2. Oh, great. Well, this is it then. Yeah. So
yeah. So the answers are Haunted House Hangup, Jeepers It's the Creeper, and a clue for Scooby-Doo. If you would like to give me 2, sir.
Yeah, it's not the first 2. And
Okay,
that's it.
so it leaves a clue for Scooby-Doo.
Yep. So, Mike, if you want to bring my camera in here real quick, yeah, that is me holding up the other one.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Congratulations, John. You have not only bested me in Scooby-Doo ECG, you are also the winner of a so beautiful Los Angeles, California site, but not just any site. It is the Gen Con version of Los Angeles, California. There are so very few of those in existence, and Mike is going to be so happy to unload that card because he really hates Los Angeles.
That's kind of true.
That's crazy, man. I did not expect that. This was me getting to play Scooby-Doo. Oops. I'll turn this up.
Yeah, you know what? Like tomorrow's Sunday, so I'll get this out on Monday for you guys. But we got some other important business to attend to right now. We got to give David an opportunity to pick one of these 4 remaining cards.
What are they? Gosh, David. And again, can't say enough for all the work you put in for Winterslam today. So you're now going to have one more Gen Con card to add to your collection of 3. How amazing is that?
That's pretty amazing, gentlemen.
Now, it is.
Now.
Cumberland Prison.
Let me turn this light. Change this.
Yeah, get rid of it. Let's see them in all their glory. Right. Let's bring Mike into the bigger. Let's bring you up here, Mike, so you can show them off.
Oh, okay, there we go. So you have your choice.
Yeah, Cumberland Prison, VA.
Right. Cool. Oh God, I'm so red.
Dwayne Barry. Oh, nice. You have 2 X-Files as it is. Dwayne Barry isn't one of them, is it?
I want to say it is, actually.
Okay, so you might want to check on that, unless you really don't want that one.
Don't pick that. Don't pick this one. You're not. The next 2 are really special.
Wow.
Oh, Fighter
Interceptor.
Very nice. Not only a promo, but now, and there it is in its Gen Con format. Negate 1 alien adversary for 4. Nice. A little more expensive than X, but yeah, it's still a nice event card.
And the last one I saved because purely Kevin Morris Mafia.
Oh, what? I don't get it.
I don't make the connection.
Oh, you don't make that connection?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
either.
she wasn't the therapist that was called upon for.
In the 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬. Okay, when he was playing. Yeah. All right. I got you.
Speaking of which, what's up
like
on your
6
computer
degrees.
monitor?
That's like 6 degrees of Kevin Morris right there.
Hey, 6 degrees of 6 degrees, man.
Yeah, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I mean, 6 degrees of Kevin Morris.
But David, whichever one you want, man, it's coming your way. I'm gonna put it in the mail Monday.
Yeah, I think the
gotta
event card is the good one to go with. Dave, is that the one you said? Yeah,
It's got to be Fighter Interceptor.
Gotta be Fighter Interceptor.
It's just too cool. Yeah.
it is very nice.
Mike, what do you have up on your screen behind you there? That's are you doing some research there?
Oh, don't worry about that.
I think it's a map of where the Kevin Morris Mafia has struck. So I think Mike's even keeping a close tabs on them as well.
It is. It is. You'll find that on my Facebook.
Don't even worry about that.
Page.
Well, this has been quite a day, David. Quite a day. And I'm very, very happy that Mike, I cannot thank you enough for helping us bookend Winterslam with something extra special. We now have 2 Gen Con cards being distributed to 2 amazing gentlemen. And great, yeah. Man. What's that? Oh, depending if John Yost wins tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
He has to win, though.
Oh, no. John Yost doesn't have to win. John Yost just has to show up and play.
Oh, well, then congratulations, John Yost, as well. So he's getting Dr. Daniel Trepkos. You just have to show up, sir. You don't even have to win. How about that? That's pretty damn special. So very nice. So excellent. All of you guys, well earned, and congratulations on it. And David, congratulations on an excellent Winterslam. It's not over because we do have that encore matchup tomorrow, but for all intents and purposes, for my channel, for yours, for Nathan's, it is wrapped up as of this, and we'll just tune in. Yeah. We'll all be tuning in to Matt and Mike and Steven's X-Files CCG tomorrow, potentially at noon Pacific time. We're waiting on John to answer that, more than likely. So we'll all be tuning in for that. Regardless of the outcome of that matchup, John Yost is getting that Trepkos witness card sent to him. So very nice. Mike, you don't have his address.
If he shows up,
What's that? If he shows up. He doesn't, then I'm jumping in.
The hardest part of the whole thing is just getting there on time.
Yeah, and I think you've got John Wood's address already. You've got David Pease's, but if you don't, I do. Yeah, you should have everyone because you just sent everyone those exclusive tournament cards. Which who have you two have you two received your exclusive cards yet?
Are you voguing?
I was trying to direct my attention to you guys, but again, it's time. It's almost midnight here. You would swear I'm a little tipsy. But you have you guys received your exclusive card yet?
Not yet.
I haven't. Okay. I haven't even looked though because I didn't know that we were getting them in. So that's awesome.
But Mike, I do need to let you know my address has recently changed.
Oh, it has. Okay, yeah. Send me a message. Let's see. I'm looking at.
Don't read it off right now. So. We're still live, Mike.
Oh no, it's fine. So I got them out to Paul, Jonathan, David. No, wait, yeah. Oh, David Pease.
David Pease or David Meyer.
I sent you the card.
Oh, thanks.
It'll probably get forwarded. So okay. I'm not too worried about that.
Let me know if it doesn't. I got a couple extra.
Yeah, I think Jack sent you some spares.
John, Yost, Guy, Matt. John, I haven't got yours out to you yet. I was going to add yours to the uncut.
Yeah, no worries at all, brother. Take your time with that because I know that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I mean, yeah, we went into Winterslam not knowing there was going to be Gen Con cards making a presence, but that's going to be something for people to go back and watch these recordings and be surprised about. So awesome. Thank you, Mike. That was extra special. Anytime a Gen Con card makes an appearance, I mean, it's it's something to behold. Those are very, very rare cards. Not everyone gets a chance to own them. The price of them is astronomical these days. But I'm glad that we have now a couple more gentlemen in our X-Files CCG community who are now going to be proud owners of them. definitely put them behind plate glass, John, and John Yost when yours gets after tomorrow. Yeah, you want to keep those extra safe because, yeah, there's only so many of them. And most people who are trying to pawn them off are selling them on for like hundreds of dollars, if not more, on eBay.
I
know, right?
I've never done that. Matt and I, that was the one thing Matt and I agreed upon before, we even started this channel was we're not going to sell anything.
Yeah, I'll send mine to 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 or David or someone who I'm never going to post. They do not belong. They have no business being up on eBay, in my opinion. But again, not to knock those who do. Just I wouldn't do that. Those are demo cards, not meant for sale, for demonstration purposes only, not for profit. But hey, that's indeed. So anyway, digress. It's been a hell of a Winterslam. I'm ready to go to bed. And we'll tune into Matt and Mike's X-Files CCG tomorrow for another matchup. I look forward to seeing some X-Files CCG after a day of playing other things besides that. These great games, mind you, but my love is really for X-Files CCG, so we'll be getting back into that until the next Winterslam, which I imagine will be 1 year from now, right, David?
Unless SummerSlam is coming up. I don't know.
There is that. Make this thing. Why not? Fall Slam while we're at it. Autumn Slam. Hey, they all kind of roll off the tongue, or not so much.
Yeah, even Winterslam was a bit of a stretch as far as naming was concerned, but I had to do it. I was trying to make it wrestling theme. I wanted that WCW Full Impact to kind of be the penultimate event. But
dude, I watched that today actually, and I forgot about it, and then I realized, oh man, that's happening. And my wife's like, "What are you doing right now?" I'm like watching some slam, and she's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I don't know." Dave Pease involved. Like, it's gonna be crazy. And she's like, "What? I thought we were watching a movie." And I'm like, "No, this is more important."
When you have Dave May in the studio for any reason, it is important.
Yeah.
And it supersedes anything else. I'm sorry, Mrs. Perrine, but I know you had plans to move that. But when Dave May is out there, and he's conducting his magic, Mike can't resist that siren song.
No,
I told everybody in December, clear February 22nd, clear it off your calendar, send the kids to the neighbors, send the wife to the shopping mall with the credit card.
There you go.
Make sure you have plenty of beer and pizza rolls February 22nd. And most everybody answered the call. We had tons of games, great variety. Hopefully we brought some new people into the fold to play X-Files, CCG, X-Files versus Scooby-Doo, and any of those games. They're all very worthwhile. And it was a ton of fun. So thank you, gentlemen, for participating. I really appreciate you setting aside your time.
Thanks for hosting, man. This has all been you, buddy, and we really appreciate it.
You were the impetus behind it. You were the drive. I mean, we've been so busy with all these other projects, whether it be tournament prizes, whether it be the stuff I've been working on with 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 with all the expansions and stuff like that. I mean, but yeah, you brought us all together to play all these really fun games, and it's games that I don't really play very often out because I'm so busy playing X-Files CCG. So it really was a lot of fun getting outside my comfort zone for the day. But as I said, I'm ready to get back into playing X-Files CCG. So with that, we'll say goodnight, and we'll see you next time on another edition of Alien Investigations. Good night, everyone.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew. And we are out.